Pelly, are you race ready? See, she packs up her leash, collar, and one wheel. I've always had a track over here. Pit bike track, yeah, out back. I'd ride all day after school. And all the kids, well, their brothers and sisters obviously ain't playing, so they would all just stand over there and watch me. So all the parents would get mad because nobody was watching the kids. They were all watching me on the pit bike. Causing havoc.
Yeah. I heard some dads over there. They weren't happy. I was like, oh boy. I don't remember. I mean, 3 and 4, we just started putting around in the yard with a motorcycle. We just started going racing all the time, and we were pretty fast. We were at the point where you're going to have to go to the next level. You know, we raced amateur, and it was going to be the next step to the big bikes. And we got on the big bikes a little bit, but it was like I was pretty happy. Chose 4 wheels.
I think as a driver, the brave guys shine. You know, you got to get up on the wheel and you know you're the baddest dude. Even nowadays, I feel like you still have to be that guy that can take chances. You know, that's why I always cheer for the guy that's still up there ripping the fence. It makes it even more exciting, I think, when someone's still ripping the wall and able to win.
Haudenschild trying to sail around the wall. 3 wide for the lead. Sheldon Haudenschild leads lap number 10. They were 3 wide as they crossed the stripe, and Sheldon Haudenschild now out in
I got fuel in it.
Oh, yeah?
I got fuel in it, so she's ready to fire up.
Did you prime your line?
Maybe we'll fire it tomorrow.
Did you prime it?
Not yet. Built a lot of race cars in here.
This is our outlaw team. First year it came out of here.
Yeah.
We had 5 race cars lined up right here.
Jack Eldon. I drove for Jack Eldon. Had 9 motors lined up there. Dennis Kohler's working on it. Bonsai. Had a lot of different mechanics. Had a lot of good mechanics. You should have seen our race cars we started in.
Oh, wow.
Mine was actually a sprint car, but it was a shit box, I guess you could say.
Yeah, I think you got the fucking grill and you said that'll be a good rock screen.
Yeah, that was.
Do the burgers later.
Yeah, that was definitely a out of a grocery cart. That's what them was.
Is that what it was?
That's where they got them. They got them.
Nobody now would hop in that.
Yeah, them guys did that. Big old screens.
Power steering?
My first car, no, didn't have it. I didn't have it for my first one. I drove for my dad for first 2 years, 1 or 2 years. Then I got a ride. And then I think it was my 3rd or 4th year I had power steering, which I needed. When they come out with that, I was like, all right, we're on an even playing ground now, boys. Yeah.
It just hides all the shit up here. You got 2 Kings Royal checks up here.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Who else wins that shit and they just throw them in the corner?
What would it mean to win the Kings Royal?
I mean, honestly, the Kings Royal's at the very top of my list, so yeah, it'd mean everything to me. You know, I think about the Kings Royal all the time, and yeah, that's probably the one race that, you know, I have to win.
There's jet flyovers, there's fireworks. Whatever you can imagine would be in a major sporting event, Eldora's just got it.
Yeah, I think it's the best stadium feeling that we have. Yeah, with the fireworks and the flames and just getting the fans wrapped all the way around the track, I think gives it a whole different feel.
Flames are going off, there's explosions, people are losing their mind, people are having a good time.
I would just say that Tony Stewart and his team are dedicated to taking what Earl Ball just started and shoving it into the future to where it can't be denied.
Everybody from around home was always at the Kings Royal, and obviously my dad had a lot of success there, and the fans always show up there. So that's the biggest thing, just racing in front of that hometown crowd and it being so big and and now finally being able to race on that stage is pretty awesome.
This place really is a mental racetrack. You've got to have the right level of focus to go good here.
You got to rip it and make every lap count. I feel like a lot of these big races, you know, the guys always rise to the top that are the best. So I don't know specifically what you got to do to go fast there, but you just got to be on it every lap.
Eldora can be tamed, but it is not easily attained. There just isn't anything at Eldora that happens that does not have a consequence. You can go out and make laps around Eldora and come back and be just fine, but that doesn't mean you've done anything, and it doesn't mean that you've gone fast, and it doesn't mean that you've done anything to win the crowd over. You have to be extra at Eldora to win.
I mean, I think Eldora rewards those who are daring. I mean, it punishes too.
Moment on a turn 4. Philo's into the wall, upside down hard. Oh, a big crash. Travis Philo, something broke on that car. Jack Haudenschild, with no place to go, gets into Travis Philo, and both cars upside down in a big way.
I think back in the day it was a little different. I think the brave guys shined. It was a track that you had to be brave and rip it, and you know that's why my dad had success there. He was unreal at that, and he took the chances, and it paid off for him a lot there.
The checkered flag, here he comes, Jack Haudenschild.
Everybody just stuck there with no town around Eldora, and everybody's there camping, and it's the whole autograph signings and keeping everybody busy and involving all the drivers. How are you? Yep. You know, I'm a nobody sitting there signing people's stuff, and they build it up all week. And the racing, you know, it's more my style. You know, I love it that you show up on race night, and that's the night. It's no bullshit before it. It's just who's the best that night.
The Kings Royal will get underway in front of the largest crowd in Eldora Speedway history.
And honestly, we struggled all week, so we were happy to be in position on Saturday. So
winner of this heat race starts third in tonight's main event.
Now to the green flag, side by side into turn 1, racing for the lead. Hunter Schoenberg and 17 of Sheldon Haudenschild. Schoenberg trying to fend off the charge of the NOS Energy Drink. 17 down low in 3 and 4.
Did so successfully at the entrance of the corner, but now Haudenschild coming back to the inside as they exited turn number 4. And just 2 car lengths separating the top 2 at the apex of turns 1 and 2. Better drive for Schoenberg as they exited turn number 2. Here's where Haudenschild's getting the run.
Sheldon very good on the bottom in 3 and 4. 2 laps to go. Vapor trails in the air at Eldora Speedway. Oh, Sheldon hit that bump going into turn 1. drifting up the racetrack, but now quickly catching back up with the Swindell Speed Lap 39.
Yeah, got a big run at the exit of turn number 2, and now he looks for the lead. White flag in the air, final time around here in heat race number 4. What does Haudenschild have left to throw at your race leader, the 39 of Hunter Schurenberg? They head to the final set of turns.
Sheldon dives low, pulls even, slides up the banking, and steals the win in the final corner. Sheldon Haudenschild to the second row of the 40th Kings Royal.
We had a good heat race, obviously, and we kind of knew it was going to be a motor deal and how you could build your speed and get through the holes. So we knew going in that we're probably down on horsepower a little bit. If a win was possible and if the track opened up enough that we could get going, you know, yeah, go for it.
Eldora Speedway, you wanted the best. You got them for a rest. Often imitated, never duplicated. The greatest show on dirt. The world of outlaws. NOS energy drink sprint cars in the 40th Kings Royal. The 40th Kings Royal is green at Eldora Speedway. That car really bounced on the low side of the speedway, allowing Donnie Schatz to maintain the race lead.
Usually the track's pretty good, and then having a stop in the middle, you can hammer the first half if you want, depending where you're at, pass as many cars as possible and get us positioned good for the second half. So you're good, come on.
Look at that.
I'm good.
You're good.
We probably could have a little more gear, but
If I take way out of left rear, I think you're going to be too slippy.
I'm good. The car's good.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just so heavy, I think, with all the weather that we had. And, yeah, we were starting up there with guys whose engine programs are on it. So we kind of knew going in where we're at and where they're at and, you know, how our whole week leading up to where we got to kind of put us. So
Pace picks up in the Seafoam restart zone, and we are back to green flag conditions.
David Gravel trying to stay with Donnie Schatz and look to the high side of the speedway, entering turn number 1, but now Sheldon Haudenschild challenging Parker Price Miller. He'll take the 4th spot.
As they race to turn number 3, Haudenschild dives to the bottom. That's the race for 3rd.
Sheldon Haudenschild can't get by David Gravel there. That allows Kyle Larson to close over the NOS Energy Drink 17. Larson looking for a run on Haudenschild as they exit turn 2. Donnie Schatz with 2 laps to go. Here's Larson to the inside of Sheldon Haudenschild. Slider into 3 and 4. Sheldon crosses it back underneath him to maintain the 4th spot.
Wheel to wheel as they go back down into turn number 1. Haudenschild in the 4th position, but white flag is out. Final time around.
Down the back straightaway for the final time. He is now a 6-time Kings Royal winner. King Donnie the 40th goes flag to flag at Eldora. Brent Marks 2nd. 3rd to David Gravel, Sheldon Haudenschild 4th, and Kyle Larson in 5th.
I rolled the middle probably more than anybody.
Yeah.
I felt like I didn't have enough gear.
They were flipping them right and left.
The 15 and the 19, they were motoring.
They were both.
I mean, like, I felt like even when I rolled it, I couldn't really.
Yeah, you couldn't.
They were just going.
Donnie was going.
Feel like you were. I look back at the laps and when you decide to go in the middle of yours, you really
Better.
it up. Yeah. You're definitely coming off the corner.
Better.
I'm proud of you, son.
Yeah, that was good. Honestly, we struggled all week, so we were happy to be in position on Saturday. So I think that was the positive that we took out of there. And yeah, just that we made progress there all week, kind of for where we were. So yeah, obviously not ideal, but, you know, came out of there pretty strong.